Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Thursday, April the 7th edition of Lehigh Valley Sports Scene. Dan Freemuth with you as part of the Service Electric Network. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Lots to get to on tonight's program. We catch up with a few of the Hall of Fame inductees from this year's Lehigh Valley Senior All-Star Classic. Plus, both the Pigs and Phantoms were in action last night. Highlights from both clubs coming up in just a bit. But we begin this evening's program with high school athletics and a very busy night of boys volleyball across the Lehigh Valley. Starting at Parkland, where the Trojans welcomed unbeaten Northampton to town. The K-Kids most recently sweeping Deeriff on Monday, Northampton's third three-set sweep in the season's first 2 weeks. Trojans, meanwhile, with 3 straight sweeping victories after a season-opening setback to Whitehall. Gwen Begley has highlights from last night's thriller at Parkland.
On the end of a back-to-back, Parkland would be in for quite the fight last night against Northampton. The Trojans would narrowly win the first set after leading 23-20. Northampton tied the set at 23 before an ace from Chase Robbins and a kill from Matt Bauer seals it at 25-23. Bauer led the Trojans with 18 kills. We'd find ourselves again in a tight spot to the finish line in the second with Parkland leading 22-20. The K-Kids' Giancarlo Martinez comes up with 2 big kills to tie it at 24. Then Alex Schoner, who had 13 kills for Northampton, finds Hardwood in the middle before Martinez ends it 27-25 to even the match up at 1. The K-Kids will go 2 up on the Trojans, winning the third 25-16 before Parkland comes back in the fourth. They built a 20-16 lead off this swing from Luke Smith. Trojans win the set 25-21. Now for some dramatics in the fifth. K-Kids go up 4-2. Parkland comes back as Bauer gets the Trojans' first lead of the set 8-6. The set would then be tied 3 more times at 11, 12, and 14. Parkland, man, talk about defense between Luke Dashikevich, Owen Rogers, and Azar Sumar keeping their chances alive. But it'll be Dashikevich on the outside who has the final say. Parkland wins a thriller in the final. Parkland 3, Northampton 2.
We dove for everything. We got every ball off the floor. We were hitting everything aggressive, trying to put stuff to spots, put stuff in the ground. And we ultimately came out with the win.
This was such an evenly matched contest. It's really a shame someone had to lose, and that was nearly Parkland, who is now 32-0 against the K-Kids. What did it take? Some unsuspecting heroes in the fifth to survive their first 5-setter of the season.
You know, the guys really stepped up. They played well. We did make some adjustments to our lineup. The kids capitalized on it. We had new kids thrown in out of the blue who executed and made really impressive plays that I honestly wouldn't have expected, but I can't be happier for the guys. They were excited, they were pumped up, they had each other's back. It was great to listen to.
At Parkland High School, I'm Gwen Begley for the Service Electric Network.
Thanks a lot, Gwen. Heck of a match between the Trojans and the K-Kids. Now, oddly enough, both teams had the exact same number of total kills in last evening's match with 57 apiece, as well as the same number of assists with 55 each. Northampton setter Keller Repash led the way with a game-high 46 assists. Parkland now 4-1 overall, while Northampton moves to 5-1 in the early going.